Hi everybody, today we're going to make some really pretty coasters out of Mod Podge white 13-cent ceramic tiles, scrapbook paper that you can buy at Hobby Lobby for 15 cents each a page, a foam brush, and like I said, Mod Podge, which you just pour in a little container. You can get a giant bottle like this for $8 and it lasts you forever. And there's even a recipe out there that I'm going to start making my own. It's glue and water, and there's something else that goes in there, but I'm going to start making my own since I use it so much. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to start with a nice, clean, fresh tile. And like I say, you can get these for 13, 15, 16 cents at the hardware store at Lowe's or Home Depot, any place that sells kitchen tiles, and make sure they're ceramic, not plastic. Okay, so first thing you want to do, now I have an old vinyl tablecloth down here that I'm using, so it doesn't matter if I get anything sticky on there. So first thing you want to do is you want to get your brush in the Mod Podge, get it nice and coated, but you don't want to use a whole big glob on your tile. So you want to take your tile and put a nice thin layer of Mod Podge over the top of your tile. Don't worry about if it gets a little streaky or anything. It doesn't matter. Just put a nice thin layer over there. I have a fan going behind me because it helps things dry out better. Then have your pre-cut paper all set to go right on top of the tile, just like this. Make sure all the edges are down, because it only takes about 2 seconds for that to dry. So you have to be ready to go. Alright, and you start on your next one. Then we're going to do this I'm making a set of 6. So now there's going to be some air bubbles in here, but that's kind of the way you want it to look. You want it to look a little crackly. You don't want it to look real smooth, because what you're going to do in the end, they're going to be a little bit of a crackle look, which gives it a little bit of charm. And it's just a cute way of looking. So again, I take my piece of already pre-cut paper and lay it onto the tile. You can either have a border of white around it or no. Some of mine do, some of mine don't. As you can see, I'm using 2 different types of paper for my girlfriend. She's got musical notes, but I picked up 2 different sheets of different antique musical notes for her. Okay, that one's done. And while those are drying, we're going to do the rest of these. So you just slather it on there. And don't worry about getting it on your fingers. It's just glue and water, basically. It'll come right off. And it washes off your hands. Another one done. This goes really fast and easy. Okay, now this one, you want to wait about, I'd say maybe 30 seconds. Make sure the ends are all dry and they're not peeling up. And you want to take your Mod Podge, go over your first one again. Go over it with the Mod Podge right on top of the tile. That's it, just like this. Right on top of it. And you want to get the Mod Podge that dries in the glaze. Not the matte finish, but the glaze finish. Go both ways with your foam brush. And use a foam brush, because with a paintbrush you get a lot of streaks. With a foam brush you get a nice even tone. Try not to leave a lot of glue edges with the Mod Podge. See how nice and that's going to dry clear, to see how nice and streak free that is. And you go along with your second one, and this puts a coating on top of it. And you want to wait about 15 to 20 minutes. When these are done, then you want to put another coating of Mod Podge on top of it. So you want 2 coats of Mod Podge on top of your tile paper. You make that really nice and blend in. Some people just goop it on there. I don't. I try and spread it out evenly, make it look really nice, because it will dry. It'll have glue streaks, and I don't think that's attractive. If you get a little bit off the edges, just take it with a wet paper towel and wipe it down. Same way with your tablecloth, whatever surface you're working on. Just take it. Don't worry about getting it damp. Okay, now since we don't have 15 to 20 minutes to wait, let's say we've done 2 coats of Mod Podge on these tiles, and we're all through. We're waiting, and we waited, and they're all dry. About an hour. What we're going to do is we're going to take some clear acrylic sealer, high gloss. I hope you all can see this. High gloss sealer. It's a spray. It's really easy to use, but you want to work in a well ventilated area. That's why I have a fan behind me. I'm going to take a tile that I've already used. Take one of these. It's already dry. And you want to take it, move all your stuff out of the way. Set it down. And you just want to spray a light coat, and you want to do this twice. Spray a light coat of sealer over the top of it. But you want to make sure that you get the edges sealed, all the edges sealed. Make sure you get the edges sealed around the coaster. Okay? And then after that's all dry, and you need these to dry overnight, what you want to do is you want to cut out some felt circles and use a waterproof glue, and use these for the feet so they don't scratch up your furniture, because tiles are rough. So you want to cut out some waterproof, some little felt circles. I used red for these, but I'm going to use black. I have a whole bunch of black ones over here I'm going to use on the other ones. And this one's already done. As you can see, it's shiny. It's all clear coated, and it's ready to go, ready to be given. And don't worry about the writing on the back. Nobody's going to see that. I mean, there's no other way you can get that off anyway. But they've got feet, and they're ready to go on the furniture, so they won't scratch up your furniture. And that's how you make coasters. All you need is a bottle of Mod Podge, 13-cent white tiles, any color, pretty scrapbook paper, which you can get for up to 50 cents. Fit down to, I have a whole bunch of it left over that I bought that I'm going to make more gifts. But you can get, don't buy the expensive. I made a mistake in buying the expensive paper with the fancy raised design. Don't get the fancy paper. Don't pay more than 50 cents a sheet, because it won't work. It bleeds through and it looks bad. So don't pay more than 50 cents a sheet. Use the cheap scrap paper. You can even use all kinds of napkins. Napkins work great if you want to do holiday napkins. Just cut out your napkin to fit and Mod Podge over it. It would be a cute idea. So that's my craft for today, and I hope you enjoyed it.